I just did the whole video, literally like 7 minutes worth of talking, and I wasn't even recording. So basically what I filmed is this look, how I achieved this hairstyle, which is really fun. It is just like how I blended my blunt cut bob with these crazy extensions. Like seriously, look how long they are. That's insane. So anywho, I basically just show you guys all my tips and tricks on how to like get it to blend better with a blunt cut. Pretty easy. If you guys want to see how I do it, then just keep watching. But for now, I'm going to kind of talk about the extensions a little bit because I'm sure you're curious where they're from, what like kind I got, all that good stuff. So these are from Irresistible Me, which is a website I have, like my little YouTube self, like when I first was starting to watch YouTube back in like, I don't even know, whenever YouTube started, girls started like doing extension videos, and I just never had thought to myself that I could make my hair longer. Like that was a thought that never occurred to me when I was little, because I've pretty much always had short hair. I've had long hair at like one point in my life, which was freshman year of college, and I was like, oh my gosh, I could get extensions and have long hair. I wouldn't even have to wait like 3 years to grow it out. I could just boom, have it in a day. So I literally like saved up really hard. I was working at like some yogurt shop. This was like when I could actually finally work, when I was 16, and I was like, I am getting extensions. So I saved up like probably $100. That's how much I remember them costing. And I went over to Sally's Beauty Supply and I got like the extensions from there, and it was like, at the time I was so excited to get them, but looking back, and especially now that I have held these and like played with them, those were like truly the worst quality extensions I have ever seen. Like they were so bad. All of the hair fell out. They're so thin. I mean, like they worked with my current hair at the time because it was already long and really layered, so they blended really nicely, but the ends looked like, by the time it got to the ends, it was like this. Like it was just so thin. It did not work out well. So I ended up cutting them down the line to like right here and just used them purely for volume when I wanted to add volume. Actually, if you look in my little, what do you call it? Like avatar for YouTube, I'm wearing them in that. So if you're curious of what my old ones looked like. But I'm super excited to have these because they actually like add length to my hair, and like this is perfect for someone who does YouTube like me. If you're wanting to do different looks, like I love having my blunt cut bob, but this week I'm doing a Mamma Mia hair and makeup tutorial, and the blunt cut bob doesn't really like work for that aesthetic. So I'm super glad to have something like this that I can just pop on and like have the cool beachy long hair, but I don't want that every day. Like I love my short haircut. So super excited. Anywho, I can't remember the color. I could look it up right now, but I'm just gonna have it right here on the screen, and that's the color I got, and it's a perfect match. They're really good about like showing the actual color of the hair. This is exactly what I was expecting, so that's pretty awesome. And I got the thickest kind of hair because I just like, if you're gonna spend a bunch of money, you might, it's like whenever, it's like insurance. Like if you're gonna already spend a lot on a new car, you might as well just spend a little bit more to make sure that it lasts. That's my thought on these extensions. So I would rather get the really thick ones and pay a little bit more money and know that they're gonna look good, work out, rather than waste all my money and get the ones that were too thin and like you could just see all of my blunt cut hair through them. You know what I mean? Like kind of like this. This is what I'm trying to explain. That picture. Trying to avoid that look, which I think I did a pretty good job of. So, yeah. To be fair though, I will throw out one little thing. I did get an extra weft. Not that it makes a big difference, but once I already have all of this hair, you probably can't tell. But if you're someone who's just looking to add a little thickness to your hair and not so much length, then I got an extra weft that has, it's new from Irresistible Me, and it's got 4 clips rather than the usual, I think it goes 3, 2, and 1. I'm pretty sure they only have. I'd have to like take my extensions out and look at them. But it's got 4 clips, and it's just one that you put right at the crown of your head, and it just instantly adds some thickness to your hair. And like I said, you can always cut it to like your length. If it's, say you have this short of hair and it's really thin, then you can put that in, cut it, and then it'll add a lot of thickness and volume to your hair just with that one weft, which is super awesome. And I will definitely probably end up using it for my short hair and just use all the normal extensions when I do this long look, but we'll see. Anyways, I think that's all about these extensions. I think I put everything in there. If you guys have any more questions, of course, leave comments down below. But if you want to see how I got the look, then just keep watching. I am going to be blending somehow these extensions into my blend cut bob. So basically, I've looked up a lot of videos on how to do this. I've tried them on last night and it very obviously did not blend in with my hair at all. So I think I'm gonna have to cut a few layers in them, and I'm gonna do it myself because I'm pretty confident in my hair cutting skills. I've been doing it my whole life. So like cutting bangs and all that, all I need to do is like a little face framing. The rest of it I think should be okay. But yeah, it's just these pieces right here that are really hard to blend up front because it just goes from nothing to being like super long. So I'm going to show you guys how I do that. And then, yeah, I'm just going to show you how I blend them by like styling it without cutting as well. So obviously it's going to be really hard to blend straight hair into straight hair. Like you're gonna see this line. I've already tried it. There's nothing. I tried twice last night. There's nothing you can really do about it. So I know I'm either gonna have to curl it or wave it, and that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be using my little crimper to wave it because I'm also doing a little Mamma Mia series after this. I don't know if it's gonna be a series. It might end up just being one video. Might be two. I don't know. But I'm going to be doing that. So I'm going to wave my hair to kind of tie into that video. So yeah. And then I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to cut the face framing layers. So since I'm like going to take them right back out again, I'm not going to do the whole like prepping routine. I do need my clip. I'm not going to do the whole like prepping routine of like teasing it and making it stay in. I'm just gonna put them in so that I can take them right back out again. So this has like I said in the intro, so much hair. Like this whole thing, probably less than half of it, my whole hair thickness does not equate to. Like so thick, I feel like a Disney princess. But I'm gonna start on the bottom by taking little two clips and putting that in. Done. Okay, you guys, so now that those are clipped in, you can see how very hard it is to blend in extensions with a blonde haircut. It just looks like extensions, like bad extensions, but these are like really quality, good extensions, and I want to do them justice. So I have to cut some layers in them or else I'm just gonna look stupid. So I'm gonna straighten my natural hair just to make sure that like it's as straight as it can be so I can really see how I need to cut these layers. And I'm gonna straighten like these pieces because they're kind of curly from being in the packaging. So BRB. Okay, so I've straightened my natural hair and the extensions. So this is how it looks. It looks very weird. But as you can see, it's still very visible, like my hair. These parts are going to be tucked away anyways, so that doesn't really matter. You'll see why later. But I really need to do some blending here and like on this top layer of extensions because my hair is very visible. So I'm going to show you guys how I do that. I'm going to lay a towel out to catch all the hair and I'll be right back. Okay, you guys, so I have all the extensions put in and this is the look. Not cute, so I'm going to start cutting it. I'm just going to do frontal layers, and I feel like I'm going to have to cut a few layers within here as well, just because it looks literally so ridiculous. So yeah, and I'm going to take some thinning shears and put them on the top layer of my hair just because I've been meaning to do that anyways. So that's fine. So basically, the easiest way to cut extensions, these are gonna be your best friend. These little thinning shears, they don't actually like cut your hair. They just thin out the ends. So like you do this and you see it doesn't actually even really cut. It just takes off a few strands and thins it out. So it creates kind of the look that the end of these extensions have. Like, so instead of having a blunt cut like I do, it creates like a really feathered situation. So I'm just gonna go in with my normal shears. These are like my art school scissors because I can't find my hair cutting ones. And I'm just gonna start cutting in a diagonal. So we're gonna see where my first strand of hair starts. And we're gonna start cutting a little bit, like an inch below that. And I'm just gonna start kind of feathering it. Okay, so like if you were to clip back all of these pieces, that now looks blended. Do you see that? So that's all I'm gonna do for those. And then I'm gonna get into layering all this other stuff. Okay, so now you can see we've got some layering. So I've got those. So it's like a nice little face frame. So now I gotta start working with over here, which, like, to be honest, isn't gonna be much better. But I'm just gonna go in and kind of thin out the strands like this. And kind of cut along a diagonal, and as you can see, the hair is kind of shedding as I go along. And that's just gonna create some invisible layering. So I'm now gonna have my mom help me with the back, just doing the little thinning out. So I'm back from cutting my extensions. I don't feel like taking them out because I actually somehow, of course, like when you're not trying it's like that messy bun theory. Like you're not trying to have a cute messy bun, you just throw your hair up and it happens to be like the cutest thing in the world. And then when you actually try to do a messy bun, it looks like crap. That's what just happened with my extensions. Like I wasn't even trying to put them in well, I just put them in and it blended really perfectly. So now I'm just like, I don't want to take them out again just to show you guys how to do the bottom. So I'm just going to show you how to do it with them all still in. But you see what we're trying to avoid is this non-cute little situation right here. It's really hard to hide or blend these hairs with extensions, and a lot of the times I see girls on Instagram who wear extensions or like wherever, and like they've got it all good right here, but then I always see these little wispies. Like I see this in Kendall, or not Kendall, one of the Kardashians, I forget her name, Kylie. Wow, that's bad. So I see this in like Kylie Jenner sometimes. They all wear extensions and she's got short hair naturally, and I always see these little wispies sometimes like flip out, and you can always see them. Not so much anymore, but when like in her younger days I did, but now she's got like a professional hairstylist. So what you do to avoid that is literally just clip them out of the way. Gotta make sure I get all of them. I'm just gonna put them in like a tiny like Westley ponytail from Princess Diaries, and then when you bring them forward or bring your hair forward, you're not gonna see all those little short wispy pieces. You're just gonna see long hair, and it's gonna make it look much more natural. And because hair is so thick, I can put it in a ponytail and you will never see it, because I mean, like, this is just a lot of hair. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Okay. So now you can see that when I bring my hair forward, all there is long pieces of hair, so it looks really natural. As natural as possible, more like, is the goal. So now I'm just gonna go through and start waving my hair to blend it all together. So I'm just gonna go section by section. So this is zoomed out as I can get. Okay, excuse my ugly background. I don't like to zoom out, but I'm gonna have to for this video. So yeah, I'm just gonna start taking this guy and start waving my hair. And I'm gonna have to scoot over a little bit because my ring light blocks so much of my view. Okay, you guys, so I'm like 1/3 of the way through. I still have to do the entire back and this side. This side took 30 minutes alone. So I'm not about that life, but I just wanted to show you how well it blends once it is all waved. Ugh, I'm having such a trouble with like these pieces right here. Maybe I'll put some mousse in there because these look like little 90s flapper finger waves, and then the rest of it looks like beach waves. I cannot get this piece to curl right, but it doesn't really matter because I'm putting my hair up, half down anyways for the next video. So just do a better job if you're doing this in real life. Don't half butt it like me. But I think it looks really good. I look so weird with long hair. I don't like it. Comment down below, do you guys like my short hair or my long hair better? I'm curious to know. I've definitely never had it this long though. The longest I've ever had it is like right here. This is like past my belly button. Let me know. Okay, so now I'm literally just gonna do my whole head off camera because I'm not gonna waste my entire battery on that, and then I'll be back. Okay, you guys, I am done with all of the hair. I'm back and I have blended it to my best ability. I'm not gonna lie, it was really hard. Like, I think obviously, like, I'm not someone who's gonna be wearing these every day. If you have shorter hair and you want to like switch it up between extensions and short hair, then I think you should get more of a like feathered bob rather than a blunt cut bob. But for me, I know I don't want long hair. This is purely for the sake of videos, so I'm gonna keep my blunt cut bob because I think it's cute. But I blended it as best as I could. I think it looks pretty good. And like I said, if you have some random blunt pieces that are sticking out a way you don't want them to, tease them and it'll feather. That's what I did like here. That's why it kind of looks messy, but I kind of like the messy look. I feel like a mermaid that has just surfaced from the ocean, and it's pretty fun. But anywho, I keep looking at myself in the viewfinder because I'm so obsessed with it. Sorry about that. I will look you in the eye now. Anywho, I hope this tutorial was somewhat helpful for all of you with blunt cut hair trying to like blend it into your extensions, and it'll definitely come in handy if you're watching my Mamma Mia video and you want to know how I got the hair in that. So I will have this one linked below that one, and then that one linked below this one. So if you like this video, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel and hit the little bell so you'll be notified when I upload a new video. Thanks for watching. Bye.